If I'm someone that is a tenant and I'm paying my rent on a monthly basis, and you come to me and tell me you're the new landlord and I need to get out, I don't think that would be a well-received conversation. Or I'm the new landlord and you got to pay an increase in rent, right? I just don't think those conversations will go well. And so you'll find yourself in a battle, and sometimes a legal battle, with these new tenants that you never vetted, right? You don't know what the condition of the inside of the property is, and they may not even let you see it. And so what happens is you may have to go through an eviction process, and depending on your market, depending on where you at, that could take up to 3 to 6 months. So now you got to factor in holding costs, right? Unless you use cash, but even if you use cash, right, that's still opportunity cost. So you still should be factoring in the opportunity of the transaction of you having to hold it, right? That there is a cost of holding it, taxes, insurance, right? And so factor those into the equation, but you may have to evict a tenant. But let's say this is another scenario where it's actually an owner you're buying the house from. They lost the property, right? It's been in their family for 10 years and they don't want to leave. So you got to evict them. And then when you evict them, more than likely they're going to damage the property to where you're going to have to spend more money than you thought you did. That's why I always assume the worst case scenario when I'm buying properties out of the auction, and it hasn't failed me yet. Because if I assume the worst and it's not the worst, then I'm just more profitable. But if I don't assume the worst, then I could be potentially taking a loss. But happy hunting, right?